Hello, friends of Neopets. We are here for Dailies. Dailies episode 51, which is crazy. I've done 51 episodes of Neopet Dailies, so that's cool. I didn't really celebrate 50. I didn't think I did that many, but I'm at 50. Great. What's happening today on Neopets? It's Drake Day. So if you have a Drake and they're under level 40, make sure you put them in the little swashbuckling academy to get some points. Free training. I know this video is going to come out very late in the day because I film at night because that works with my schedule. But whenever it's a bad day for any species and they're under level 40, they get free training at the swashbuckling academy. I just put my little Moldavite in there because, I was at work. I'm away from my place of residence for like 12 hours a day. And then I usually play Neopets in the morning, but I'm trying something new where I don't look at screens first thing in the morning, so I couldn't play Neopets. And I know you all care deeply about my morning routine. And so that is why I'm only now getting Moldavite in, but you'll get some free training. We have invisible drakes, which is great. Great. I think invisible is a fun color. If you want to know more thoughts on paintbrushes and my thoughts on those paintbrush colors, I have a video on it. There's a Dusk Glade outfit. Don't know what that means, so cool. There's that stuff. There's a new golden drake egg available. It's a new gourmet food, so gourmet people gourmet it up. But you can also use this egg to make a drake. There's some stuff in the NC Mall that I don't care about. Void Within September 9th update, that's today. There's a second avatar for attack on Altador. So if you read through the current chapter that was released yesterday on Monday, you unlock this attack on Altador mini game. And maybe it's just me, but the game is loading very slowly. And my laptop is already a hunk of junk. And it just cannot play this game. But then I saw other people who were like, yeah, it's a little buggy, it's a little laggy, it takes a long time to do stuff. So I'm going to give the Neopets team time to work that out. Also, I don't think it's a game that I'm going to be good at, but I do want to I'm going to have to do something to get the reward, the fearless deed for it. But there's an avatar. So if you play the game and type defeat Void during the gameplay, and then you submit your score, then you get the avatar. I don't know what it takes to get the first avatar because I didn't try. But if you're interested, read it up on Jelly Neo. I was trying to read through it. It didn't make any sense. And the game is just super slow for me. Neopets is slow on occasion, but crazy slow for that one. So there we go. Storytelling contest avatar. So there you go. If you submit to the storytelling contest, and probably if you win, you'll get the avatar. Cool. Let's go get my daily voids, because it's been too long. It's been, 6 weeks since the plot's been back, and we haven't reached the, 80k void essences? That's not good, friends. Did I miss a whole bunch of days last week? Yeah, but I was on vacation. You all aren't on vacation at the same time I am. Okay, we have to really come in here and get our voids. And I know no one wants to do it. But we have to think of the community prize. You may not want to collect your void, but don't you want a prize? I want a prize. What if it's another P3? What if we never unlock P3 because people aren't collecting their voids? Notice how I go right to Jelly Neo and it takes me there. And I collect my voids, and it's Gucci. Remember for 4 hours at the beginning of the plot when we all hit our little void essences in different spots on Neopets? I think they should bring that back, but I know most people hated it. But it's so easy. Just go collect. Make it part of your dailies. Make it fun so I can get a prize. We're not thinking about me getting a prize. I think you guys are thinking about yourselves saving time, and that's not what Neopets is about. It's about me getting free stuff so I can clog up the servers. So Let's go. What's going slowly? I think it's my laptop that's going slowly, or is it Neopets? It's probably both, to be honest. Look at that. We're not at 80 mil yet. We only got, what, 6 mil in the 6 weeks this has been back? Tell your friends to make accounts and collect the void stuff. I don't think you can do the plot on no side account, but you should. We also have 4,000 plot points instead of, what was it before? 3,000? And then you can buy if you want additional ones. We'll see. We'll see if I buy any more. But let's do some dailies. Let's do some dailies. Let's hang out. Let's hear me talk about whatever comes to mind. I don't really know. It wasn't like a rough day at work in the sense that, like, things were hard or bad. Like, I'm an assistant. I have some rough days at work. This was my first day back in office after being on vacation, and I'm like, whoa, this is what we do? Like, I don't know what it is, but, like, I'm so good at separating my work from, like, everything else that's going on in my life. So when I was on vacation, I didn't check my email. I didn't think about work, didn't think about my coworkers, didn't think about what's coming when I come back. You know how a lot of people get like Sunday scaries? I've really just turned that off. I've turned it off, and I have not gotten anything from this grumpy king in like 3 days. And I just need you to give me the trophy, sir. But, like, you know, in the Vampire Diaries, because I know we all care deeply about the Vampire Diaries in the way that I cared about Vampire Diaries as a kid. In Vampire Diaries, how the vampires can turn off their humanity. That's what I do with work. I was really struggling with work at the beginning of the year, and now it's just like, turn it off. You can't stress me out. You can't make me do all this and that at a job, you know? Sorry. You can't do it. So I was shocked when I got back into work today, and I was like, whoa, I have to, like, sit here and do my job in office. But I did get an acai bowl for lunch. I think I don't know if it is acai, A-C-A-I. There's a place near my work where you can make your own little bowls. And so I have my acai. And then I do banana, strawberry, granola, and honey. And then I put chia in it for the first time. I usually don't add chia, but it's unlimited toppings. You pay for, like, the size. And then I guess if you get, like, more topping, it's less of the acai. But, like, we're not thinking about all that. So I added chias for the first time. Isn't that crazy that I'm on Neopets and I'm talking about chias? And I don't know. I don't know what I thought a chia seed was. But they're like seeds. They're very small. And you can, like, chew them a little, but it's not, like, the most chewy food. They're very, very itty-bitty. Maybe it's just the ones that I have. But you can swallow them whole. I don't recommend it. Don't, but, like, you can. Especially if it's mixed with, like, the acai. You can't really tell. But, like, that was really good. And with the honey. Did I say I put honey on mine? The honey is the most important part. As if all the other sweet fruits weren't there. The honey, I don't know. I just really like the honey that they have at the little acai bowl place near me. Because I'm, like, particular with honey work. I like honey. But I don't like commercial honey, because I feel like I don't like the artificial sweetness. But then I feel like, you know, every town has, like, a local beekeeper, and you get honey. And I don't like those either. I don't like honey where you can see the honeycomb and the bee parts. That's too local for me. We gotta filter all that out, babes. I do not need to see bee leg and honeycomb in my honey. That's scary. No, okay? And I don't want to hear the whole, this is where your food comes from thing. I know where the food comes from. I am well aware. I live in the middle of nowhere. I know where my food comes from more than a lot of y'all who claim you know where your food comes from, knows where it comes from. But I don't want to see the bee parts. We gotta filter it a little bit. We gotta do a little something, okay? So let's stop with the bee parts and the honey. But I have such a hard time buying honey, because I don't use a lot of it. Like, I'm a big tea drinker, but I just drink tea, like, straight, like, black. Like, I don't add anything to my tea. And I just don't really like adding honey to it. And then, like, what else am I going to put honey on? Maybe I just don't eat a lot of foods that require honey. But if I get into, like, granola or, like, acai bowls or, like, yogurt bowls in the way that I feel like I'm going to when I hit my next age milestone, because it's already coming. It's already coming, and I'm still 4 years off from my next age milestone. And I'm already thinking about eating like good like yogurt bowl, eating granola. Then I think the honey's gonna come into play, and I have to figure out the balance between like not liking commercial honey, but then not wanting to see bee bits in my honey. I know that's what you came to my channel for. I know that's what you came to my channel for, my opinions on honey, but that was like a really interesting lunch. It was very like light, and I wasn't necessarily like super hungry. I also tried a new flavor of beef chomp today. Not new in the sense that like it's a new flavor, just new as in I really only eat the original. And then I've had lightly salted, the light salt, the light blue beef chomp, horrible. Terrible. That's some of the worst mouth taste I've ever experienced. That light salt one, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But then today I had the taco seasoning, and that was kind of good. It tastes like a Taco Bell taco, not an authentic taco. Okay, don't go into it thinking you're getting like a good authentic taco. Taco Bell seasoning. The one that you get in the grocery store or the Taco Bell, that's more the flavor profile. It's very much like a ground beef taco, like a very like Midwestern American suburban style taco. But like that's low-key who I am at my core, unfortunately. Like that's my background. So I enjoyed it. It also had the mild rating on it, and I don't know, it just wasn't that like spicy to me, the spice level. Because like my original beef chomps, you know, no spice. And then the lightly salted one, ugh. But this one was kind of good. This one was kind of good. Let's zap my pets, and then I will let you all do whatever you need to do. If it's not listening to me talk about my foods, then that's cool. But like honestly, I was at work today, and I'm like, I need to go on vacation. And I don't really have money like that to be going on vacation all the time. But just something about sitting in that office, it wasn't bad. There was nothing bad about my work, nothing bad about my coworkers. This was probably like one of the chillest days at work for me, but it was like, it just in my spirit, I knew I need to do something. Neopets needs to hire me to be one of the worst Neopet influencers of all time so I can just chill. Then I can figure out my honey situation. I can try different flavors of beef chomps. Zamifolia is a rainbow Kiko because Zamifolia refuses to change out of Kiko. I don't know when you turned into Kiko, but it had to be like 3-4 months ago. And I don't know, maybe if it's just like other pets. Because I used to love Beyonce, who's my mutant Vandy. But before being a mutant Vandy, we would get species changes like once a month with the Labrador. Now the Labrador doesn't do anything. It's suspicious. It's weird. I don't want a Kiko anymore. Even though, okay, I don't want a Kiko. And so the way I phrase that makes it sound like maybe I want a Kiko. I kind of want to do an experiment for like a year where I start with a pet and I just zap them my 2 times every single day for a year and just see what we get. But it's like I'm kind of already doing that with Zams. Like, started as a cow, now you're a Kiko. I think you were an Ogren for a little bit, different colors. I just want to see where we end. Like, maybe we can do that with Zams, but like, isn't that the point of the Labrador, to just see what we get? I also want to see, and I need TNT to help me with this one. So I need this site to be stable for the next 20 years. And yeah, I would love to see how long it takes to get every species and every color that's Labrador eligible from the Neopets Labrador. That's like a big brain something. That's a long-term project that would take decades. But I feel like if I was given $5 million to live for the next 20 years, I could dedicate my life to just documenting my Labrador zaps on Neopets to see how long it takes. Like, do we like re-get different species on the Neopets Labrador? I've never really looked into this. So like, why am I thinking about this? If I wanted every single species and every single Labrador color, how long would it take? Can you get repeat colors? So like, Zamifolia is going to change out of a Rainbow Kiko come hell or high water. Okay? Not to quote Papa Pope, but I am the hell and the high water. Would I be able to get a Rainbow Kiko again? But also, how would I track that? I know there's a Labray Zapper in Jelly Neo. But then that doesn't work because Chrome got rid of everything. Chrome is being weird, and I'm filming on a Chromebook. Sorry, I know. That's what I can do. I can save up my money and get an actual computer and not a Chromebook that was under $200 and worked poorly from the day I got it out of the box. Use the Labray Zapper and just see where it goes. Should I do that? Why do you, it's movement and defense. That's the only thing that's going on with this little Kiko. I need you to not be a Kiko. Do you want to be a Norbu? Norbus are cool. Aishas are cool. Anyone else is not a Kiko. Now, in Zamafolia's defense, if you go back and you watch my pet ranking video, I dislike a lot of Neopet species. A lot of them are awful, but like, Kiko is some of the worst. Kiko and Jub Jub are some of the worst, and I don't think I know which one is worse. Cool. Anyways, what if I let you all go? Those are my dailies. Nothing crazy happened. Nothing serious. I need you all to go and get your little void essences so I can get a prize. Yeah, that prize. We need to get to 80 friends. So let's get in there. Let's get it. What else do I have to do? A whole lot of stuff. I still have to turn Beef Chomp into a cow. You've just been a Chia this whole time. There's literally nothing stopping me from doing it. I should probably do it before the Fairy Fest. Oh, and then I have a Fountain Fairy Dip. So I have to use my Fountain Fairy Dip before Fairy Fest starts, because you can't stack Fountain Fairy Dip. So I'm going to have to turn Tony Hawk Wraith. Who else am I going to paint? I can do Chevy. I can paint Gray, because I want Chevy to be my Gray pet, and then Starry can be my Void pet. I don't have that many pets I want to paint. Okay, I might have to go into the pound. Lost and Pound. And find some well-named pets. And just paint them and then release them back into the pound. Should I do that? I don't know what to do. Should I make Tiny something? I kind of like Tiny the way Tiny is. I wasn't supposed to have Tiny for a long time. Tiny, I'm a little attached to Tiny. Do I want to change Tiny? But it's like Tiny, so like a baby Grundo. Actually, let me think about it. And let me all stop holding you all hostage. You can go ahead and collect your daily void essences. And have fun. And like and subscribe on the video. Yeah. Not a lot of us out here making Neopets content. And am I doing it well? No. Am I the best at Neopets? No. Am I the best at talking? No. But I'm here. I'm consistent. And my thing is, I'm a Neopets playthrough person. I'm here so in 50 years, when the next generations Jenny Nicholson is doing a video on Neopets, they can use this footage as like archival footage, and then they're gonna be very upset because I don't show anything that's necessary, but it's the only thing that's available, because my Neopets YouTube channel is one of like the 3 internet things that survived the event. That's what this is about. Does anyone watch to the end of my videos? I mean, I know I can check, I just don't check my analytics because I don't need that negativity in my life, but do people watch to the end of the video? Probably not this one. I mean, people don't watch to the end of videos in general. Like, after the first minute, people are gone. But, like, if you do watch to the end, you're the real one. You a real one. If you need any Neopet favors, let me know. I probably can't grant it, but who knows? Or if you want a Rainbow Kiko, you can have Zams. Just let me know. Okie dokie, now I'm actually letting y'all go. Bye!